Nisoinga basa kantikon sangsaday Meghalaya News 24 channel onaram chakswa. Tali kuburangde. Meghalaya Cabinet Mongobar Salo State Water Informatics Center Meghalaya ko Department of Water Resources Paksa Lead Department dake namniki rachakaha. Daki ong ingon State Water Informatics Center Chini bidingo belsigamakan sandir kete uyatanirangko ongen. Jedako de Ministry of Jal Shakti Kaketgapa obosarangko ui kamarangko khana mangen.
Very good afternoon to everyone, and thank you for coming to this press conference. Today in the cabinet meeting, we have taken up a large number of agendas and some decisions were made, and I would like to share those. First was the establishment of the State Water Informatics Center, Meghalaya, with the Department of Water Resources as the lead department or nodal department. The basic objective of this State Water Informatics Center is to be the agency that is going to capture information related to water in the state in different levels, whether it's the rain, whether it's the water levels in the streams, catchment areas, spring sheds, and monitor them throughout the years and share that data with concerned departments like PHE and soil conservation, agriculture, disaster management, and so on and so forth, departments related with water, so that proper informative decisions can be made. And hence this is also mandated by Government of India, Jal Shakti Ministry, and this decision was made today that this will be set up, and it will be under the nodal agency will be the Department of Water Resources. So that was the first decision that was made today.
Meghalaya Cabinet Upper Cree Hydropower Project Stage 1 mong 2 ko aro Kinshi Stage 1 Hydroelectric Project ko adoko tangka paisani getanik nekani geman bonatna thikha ha. Cabinet meeting ni jaman khobor athumgaparang na Chief Minister Konrad K Sangmani aganani gitade wa project ke gini private party rang baksa bak tunggaparang onga. Ndaki ong ingon sorkari aro department tengthang getal dolrang ko bakkan sandi project rang ko kham khana ba agananga ha.
The second decision and the third decision was to terminate two hydropower projects that was signed by the government of Meghalaya many years back. One is the Kinshi 1 hydroelectric project, and number 2 is the Upper Cree Stage 1 and Stage 2 projects. As you recall, that these two projects were in collaboration and tie-up with some private parties, but because of the financial non-viability of these projects or unviability of these projects, and the rates coming up too high, and also the time taken by the different companies to implement this, the decision was taken by the cabinet that both these projects, the Kinshi 1 project and the Upper Cree Stage 1 and 2 projects, will be terminated. But the government will, and the departments concerned will immediately move for looking for new partners, or maybe the same partners also in a new format, because as I said, the main reasons was that the project in its current forms were not looking or not viable in terms of the rates, but the new technologies that have come in where pump storage and other facilities can be used, and also the combination of the water being released from one project and being used as a downstream for another project, like in the case of Upper Cree Stage 1, 2. The projects also need to be changed, and hence the government will immediately, and the department will immediately work in that aspect, and we hope that very soon we'll be able to have the expression of interest to move forward with these projects in its new form.
State level science seminar Hajalgani Kograkatam ko Millet superfood or a diet food ane katabi chongo dune September chigni thariko ngataha. Director of School Education and Literacy Swapnil Thembe Beena namgapa chaanirangni gaman uie rana, nisandone milit ba misini, beena namgapa chaani ongani gaman, seminar ko ngataha. Wa seminar ko, Meghalaya Bharat Scouts and Guides Auditorium mo, Munggobar Salon ngataha. Ndaki ong ingon, wa apsan salon, Little Flower Higher Secondary School ni Sophia Rangtong ko ba, October Jani, National Level Science Seminar ni representative na siyokaha. Riboy Meghalaya ni District Administration, Executive Magistrate aro Police Department ni gita riangi, Munggobar Salo, Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council ni National Highway 6 Umdiharo Tarigapa Toll Gate pa Khajina Gulgapa Dogasol Coach pe donataha. Jana pani kita de KHADC Toll Gate Highway o dengtang bostu salgapa gari rangoni ko khajina rainga. Wandake bostu salgapa manderang aro lokaparang banga toll gate rango khajina raani bidengo sukungi jani ko ba pharakangan baksa patanggamon somayo KHADC ko daito o rae redelenggaparang na complain rang ko ba toll gate ni bidengo siataha. Ndakyong ingon Riboy District ni Deputy Commissioner complain ko mansui Umdiharo donggapa toll gate coach pe donataha. Meghalaya ni Chief Minister Konat K Sangmani aganani ketade adogo million bri unit power ba bijoli rangko mijal salni bako generate ka aha aru wandake adoko bijoli siani rang daode namkhalenga ha ne agananga ha. Meghalaya adok ya bulsi ruutpate bijoli donggijani rangko chagronga ha. Nakyong ingon khanta chet ba khanta sku Bijoli ontiprak siana batede, belsi gemek somai geta kantasa ba kantagani sion nambata ni agananga ha. Chief Minister ni aganani gitade, adogo million bri unit bijoli matna oniko, power generation company rangna, campus khani ba donginga. Dakyong ich mo ba? Bijoli ko bodole, gamani September kolachi tariko machot kunok ane kuborna agananga ha.
What's happening is that we have maintained, I have been very clear with the public also, that we will continue the load shedding for 2 to 3 hours because in the night time, there is not so much of inconvenience for the people. By 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, it's not so inconvenient. But you'll be happy to know that because of this model that we have adopted of using this power that we have and selling it in the market today, we are actually earning positive revenue out of this. And today, MECL is actually seeing that the net amount of revenue that we earn from purchase and sale of power is for the first time positive in many years. So actually, MECL is earning money today by selling power which we store in, say, Umyam Lake, Umyam Reservoir, and we produce it at 1 o'clock in the night. A large amount of revenue comes in for the state from there for MECL, that is. And that helps us to bridge the gap between the financial challenges that MECL faces. So hence, one has to see the larger picture and realize that there are numerous challenges. Obviously, we are trying our best to minimize, and that's why you've seen that we have now brought it down just to 1 to 2 hours, and that too in times and timings which are more convenient for the people and does not affect them too much. And we are avoiding having load shedding during the important times of the year, and this will continue. As I said, this basic load shedding will continue because this is the power that we are able to sell and bridge the gap between the revenue and loss of MECL, which allows MECL to become more stable. So these are very important factors which you, and through your question, thankful public will also come to know.
Nehuni Vice Chancellor aro Meghalaya College Teachers Association baksa National Education Policy ko adoko abachingatani bidungo adita meli ga nanggijani dongingon Chief Minister Konat K Sangmani aganani gitade adoko neknekani de National Education Policy hajalgani kolgrukko bakkan kham khaani bidungo inga Sangmani aganani gitade adokni college gumakkan National Education Policy ko adokni student rangna namgapa policy ane rachakaha. Aro yan makhangchi nambata gadango re makhangani ba inga. Ndakyong ingon, NEP ko kham khana niknikani de recruitment rangni bidungo sa inga ane Meghalaya ni skotong minister agananga ha.
So the concerns are the implementation of this will require huge financial challenges, and hence how do we move forward? So these are one of the issues. I'm not saying this is everything, but this is one of the issues. Other issues are they're saying that, well, how does the 4-year course become into a 3 years course become into 4 years, because now the course will have to be redefined in year 1, and you'll have to have different mechanisms for semester wise programs. And so now if we change semester 1, then we have to say change semester 2, 3, 4. So the colleges have to adapt to a new system. So change is always something that is not very comfortable for anybody. It's not just the colleges, even for us, we all would go through the same process. There is nobody who's against the NEP. Majority of the teachers and the students and the principals are all for the NEP to be implemented. Issue only is in the different requirements to implement it and the process of implementing, which is very, very technically complicated and financially complicated, and hence how will they do it immediately. So it's a process. I think once the discussion takes place between the university and the government and the colleges, that we will allow a smooth way, and we'll keep supporting in whatever way possible there. I think an understanding will develop. I don't see things so complicated. I don't personally see, as I said, in the decision. But yes, it's complicated in terms of the requirements that are there, and we will discuss and we will see how to implement it. But the question, as correctly said by the VC, that we cannot go back on that decision. The whole country is moving forward with this. We need to go ahead with this, and the colleges also know that they need to go ahead with this. They are also on board saying that it is good, but challenges are there, and so just let us work together to overcome this challenge.
Dal ni khoborang de yarangsan khoborang ni gaman nambate winas kinch mode Meghalaya news24.com ni go phore nagta mangen sakanti ko ni so hanina mthela.